Hey, buddy, we're going to cut off the diversion road and cut across town to where the Coca-Cola is. And just a good opportunity to show some night driving here. And we got to stop at as we're leaving town to pay one of the neighbors to pay Helen's medical bill for her. And that'll be probably the end of the video. Have a good one, everybody. Watch the video. Enjoy. I'm not in my trike, so it's probably a lot quieter. You can see there's a bike right in front of me. He's got no tail light. He's got a little bit of a reflector on the back end of that bike. But you can see there's an emergency thing, so there's a road construction. You can barely even see that on the left right now. See that well, but you'll see the multi-cab headlights are not that good. Matter of fact, let me turn off the extra lights that I added. That's what I would get. Terrible. These are just two like backup lights that I had shipped from Amazon. Cheap ones too. And I got them wired into like the daylight running lights. Or basically the running lights. When I turn on running lights, they come on. But I have a switch to cut them. What I do is I wire the light, the ground for the light through a switch. So it doesn't matter where the power is coming from. You can cut the power by no ground. Okay, we're going to turn here. This is right at the Russi track on the right hand side here. And you turn down this road here and it takes you to where Coca-Cola is. So one of the first places I stayed at, or near where I stayed. You're running a lot of bigger trucks coming down here. There's a lay-down yard for containers down this road. And you'll find there's a series of little apartment houses here on this right hand side that they rent out. They're very small, unfurnished. I don't think they actually charge them too much for them, although I hear a lot of the rents are going up here in Dumaguete. So depending on what you're after, expect to spend at least anywhere from bottom end probably $15,000 to $25,000, and then more if you want fancier. If you're spending over $25,000, you can get someplace nice. I've been pretty much spending around $20,000 a month, which is under $400 right now. The whole time Trump was going off on tariffs, though, the dollar was losing big time to the peso. Like it's been on a steady decline since Trump got elected. It peaked a little bit right at first, and then it's been on decline. In decline. Or it was on a steady rise under Biden. You can see how close they get to you when they pass you. There's somebody pushing a bike, no lights, no nothing. This kind of shit you gotta watch out for at night. It's tricky. People walking with dark clothes. Somebody pushing a bike or a trike around, dogs, goats. the diversion road, sleeping in one of the lanes. But like you see, if I turn off these extra lights, how hard it is to drive down the street like this. This is ridiculous. Like I have 2 more lights I gotta hook up the wiring for. That are for the high beams. They're on the truck, wired into the high beams, but I have to have the switch. I have to find there, run the wire up to the trigger for the light to get a relay. They're wired into the same switch to cut them off, because if you go through some of the checkpoints, it's better to shut that shit off before you go through, or you might get grief. Improper lighting here will get you a penalty of 5,000 pesos per light. And bar lights are not allowed. Although technically 2 of my lights are bar lights. They're only 6 inches wide, but they're the same as a big long bar light. Actually, not even 6, probably 5 inches. Amazon will ship them here. You can buy some lights off of Lazada. Hard to say what you're going to get. The only light I bought off Lazada was for my trike, and the high beam was good, the low beam sucked. In fact, it didn't even go up or down, it just dimmed when you went to low. And it was only good on high. When I went to low beam, it was just terrible. The same angle, just no brightness at all. I don't know if I can get away with this. Gotta watch their ditches. I see this dumbass on this bike getting in here where you can't go. Heading south. Coca-Cola is just behind us. I used to live right down the street we turned on, 50 yards down. Coming up to stop at a friend's house down here. Drop off some money for Helen's insurance. You know, it's her ex-boss is going to go pay it for her. Selling eggs there. We don't buy the eggs off the side of the road anymore. I found a farm. Pay less money. Same egg, just a little fresh. There's a guy selling cars here. Dude's from Nigeria. I'd like to talk to him. I found something that he has I'd like to buy, but it ain't there. He has a little side-by-side ATV. Here we go. Stop up here. Where are we at here? Ah, here we go. I don't know if anybody's even home. Doesn't look good.